Assalamu alaikum. If Allah Ta'ala has granted you belief in Allah Ta'ala the way He wants to believe, have no doubt that you are one of the luckiest people in the world. We're trying to understand how we are supposed to be as Muslims by reading about the life of our Prophet, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But before I continue, I want to again read from the book, Ethics of Islam. A correct belief, which is acquired by only imitating the belief in this fashion, is considered a sinner on account of his desertion of the necessary studies, that is, his not studying and learning the scientific knowledges, and not developing his mind to contemplate and understand the existence of Allah Ta'ala. Let us continue. The sons of Lihyân were motivated by this news. They sent a force of 200 men against this small expedition. 100 of them were archers. The group of polytheists found Hadrat Âsim bin Thâbit and his friends on the mountain, and they encircled them. Meanwhile, the person who had informed the polytheists of the 10 companions joined them. The companions understood that they were deceived. They decided to fight and drew their swords. Understanding the situation, the polytheists tried to deceive them by saying, "If you come down, we will kill none of you. We are giving a definite promise. We swear by Allah Ta'ala that we do not want to kill you. However, we wish to get ransom for you from the Meccans." Âsim bin Thâbit, Marsad bin Abi Marsad, and Khalid bin Abi Bukair rejected all the offers, saying, "We will never accept the promises and the pledges of polytheists." Hadrat Âsim bin Thâbit said, "I have made an oath not to accept the protection of polytheists. I swear by Allah Ta'ala that I will not go down and surrender by believing their promise of protection and words." He opened his hands and prayed, "O my Allah, inform your Prophet about our condition." Allah Ta'ala accepted Hadrat Âsim's prayer and informed our Master Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam of the incidents. Hadrat Âsim said to the polytheists, "We do not fear death, for we persevere in our religion. When we die, we will become martyr and go to paradise." When the leader of the polytheists told him, "O Âsim, do not waste your and your friends. Surrender," Âsim bin Thâbit replied to him by shooting arrows. While he was shooting arrows, he was reciting these lines: "I am strong. I have no deficiency. The quick string of my bow is drawn. Death is true. Life is false and temporary. They will come to true all the things in destiny. People will return to Allah Ta'ala finally. If I do not fight you, my mother, out of our agony, will lose her sanity." There were 7 arrows in Âsim's quiver. He killed one polytheist with each arrow he shot. When he ran out of arrows, he killed many of them with his spear. However, his spear had become broken. He drew his sword immediately and broke his scabbard. In those times, it meant, "I will fight until I pass away, and I will never surrender." Then he invoked as follows: "O my Allah, I have protected your religion up to now. I supplicate you to protect my body at the end of this day." The interjections of Allahu Akbar of Âsim bin Thâbit and other companions were resounding the mountains. 10 mujahids were fighting to the death against 200 people, and whoever approached them was paying the penalty of the deeds they committed. At the end, Hadrat Âsim, having been wounded on both his legs, fell to the ground. Since the disbelievers deeply feared him too much, they could not move close to him, even after he had collapsed, but they martyred him by shooting arrows from a distance. That day, 7 of those 10 companions that were present there attained martyrdom, and 3 of them were taken captive. The sons of Lihyân wanted to cut off Âsim bin Thâbit's blessed head, to sell it to Sulaifa binti Sa'ad. However, Allah Ta'ala accepted the prayer of Hadrat Âsim bin Thâbit. He sent a drove of bees there. Like a cloud, they hovered over Âsim bin Thâbit. The polytheists could not approach him. Finally, they said, "Let him alone. When it is evening, the bees will disperse, and we will cut off his head and take it away." In the evening, Allah Ta'ala made it rain heavily. The creeks flooded and carried away the blessed body of Âsim bin Thâbit to an unknown place. They thoroughly searched for him, however, they could not find him. Thus, the polytheists were unable to cut off the head of Hadrat Âsim bin Thâbit. When this incident was mentioned, Hadrat Umar said, "Verily, Allah Ta'ala protects his believer slave." As Âsim bin Thâbit was protected in his lifetime, Allah Ta'ala protected his body after his death and did not let the polytheists damage him. For this reason, whenever Âsim bin Thâbit was remembered, he was referred to as the person who was protected by bees. The sons of Lihyân martyred 7 Sahibis, starting with Âsim bin Thâbit. They captured 3 Sahibis. The 3 captivated Sahibis were Hubayb bin Adi, Zayd bin Dasina, and Abdullah bin Tariq. The sons of Lihyân tied them with bow of cords. Among them, Abdullah bin Tariq refused to be brought to Meccan polytheists. He resisted. He shouted, "My martyred friends have been honored with paradise." He broke the ties of his hands. However, the sons of Lihyân martyred him by stoning him. Hadrat Hubayb bin Adi and Hadrat Zayd bin Dasina persevered, thinking they might find an opportunity to perform the duty of reconnaissance given by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The sons of Lihyân brought both of them to Mecca. The polytheists, whose relatives had been killed in the battles of Badr and Uhud, were burning with a desire for revenge, and they were looking for an opportunity. Hubayb was bought by the polytheist Hujayr bin Abi Ihab Itami in order to take revenge for the killing of his brother in the Battle of Badr, and Zayd bin Dasina was bought by Safwan bin Umayyah in order to take revenge for the killing of his father Umayyah bin Khalaf, who also had been killed in the Battle of Badr. The intention of the polytheists was to kill them both. However, they were in the months in which they regarded as being forbidden to make war. Therefore, they imprisoned them and waited for the passing of time. They kept them separated. Both companions showed great patience, strength, and dignity against this captivity. Wa alaikum salam.